Hey, Victorville News Group, this is Hugo, just bringing you guys a quick update here on a house fire that is currently taking place here in the area of Luna Road in Cornell in the city of Victorville. As you can see, the house is that house right there. It's a two-story house with fire that shot through the second story of the home. Firefighters were up there on top, and they've already cut a couple of holes for ventilation. They have reported that the vast majority of the fire has already been knocked down, but you can see that there is still a lot of water that they are dousing the house with. And again, this is a two-story home in a residential area off of Luna Road on Cornell Circle. The firefighters have been fighting this fire now for approximately 30 minutes, maybe a little bit longer. An ambulance just arrived on scene for a person that was reported to be having chest pain. So they have responded to treat somebody that was reported to have been having chest pains as a result of this fire. So you can see the ambulance there. Their paramedics are bringing the gurney down and preparing to treat that person who was reported to have chest pains. Other than that, there hasn't been any major injuries reported or anything like that. Again, this is a two-story house here in the area. Luna Road through this portion is closed right now. They do have deputies blocking the roadway. I think it's between Topaz and I'm not sure of the other street name, but this is, again, a residential structure fire. There was heavy fire that was shooting through the roof of that home when the fire department arrived on scene. There was another couple of members in the Victorville News Group on Facebook that were live, and when they were live, you were able to see the flames even from the back side of the house that were just shooting up through the roof and through the back portion. Even the neighbors, not even on this street, but to the rear on a whole other street. I don't know the name of that street that is to the back of this one. A lot of them were seen kind of even evacuating from their homes, grabbing some of their belongings and throwing them into their vehicles in case that fire would spread to other homes. Thankfully, the fire department worked as quickly as they could, and they have contained the fire just to this one structure. So there isn't it has not spread to another home or anything like that. Smoke conditions are pretty intense out here. If you happen to be out in this area, which there was a lot of people out on the corner kind of watching to see what was going on, and the smoke was pretty intense. So definitely not, it's never good to be out there, to be inhaling any of that. So it's always best to just try to play it safe. I've learned that, and it affects you in a lot of ways: your throat, your eyes, your lungs, your breathing. So I am definitely not outside. I'm doing this video from the inside of the vehicle where you don't smell the smoke. Otherwise, it just makes it very difficult to even talk. And so this truck here that you're looking at right in front, that's the utility truck, I believe, for Southern California Edison. They were also requested to respond, and they've already arrived here, and they're going to ensure that the utilities are all knocked down. I'll show you guys the roof of that home again. There's kind of a wide shot of the house. You can see the firefighters are still up there. They have extended the ladder truck to the roof of that home, and they've allowed firefighters to get up there and put some water up on that. So again, the fire hit this two-story home. It spread into the attic. Firefighters worked very quickly, and they were able to cut some holes on the roof to get some of that hot air to ventilate through the roof of that home. And so right now we're not really seeing any more flames, just some smoke from the active fire that was there, which is good news. And again, they worked very quickly, and thankfully the fire did not spread to any other homes. And obviously, with the times that with everything going on all over Southern California, everyone is on edge, everyone is on high alert, understandably. And this is a loss for this family, who will now have no home, because more than likely when the code enforcement for Victorville City comes out here, the home will likely be red tagged, meaning that their family will not likely be able to occupy the home, and until all repairs are deemed completed by the fire, by so that they can relive in that home again. So there was another fire last night over in Old Town Victorville. I didn't do a live video or report on that one, but it was in the Old Town area across from the former junior high off of Circle Drive. It was a single-story home on a lot with one home in the front, and that home was sitting towards the back. That was also another fire that happened late last night. The fire department was able to work quickly and knock that down as well. I think this one here that we're on now, though, likely has more damage as a result of the fire that occurred here. And you can see the family there with the person that's now in the back of the ambulance that is being treated for what was reported to be chest pains likely caused by the smoke from the smoke inhalation. So you got to be very careful anytime that you're out smelling smoke. It's never good. So just be safe. I've seen people out here with some masks, which obviously help, but if you can just stay away from the smoke, it's always the best solution to the problem. But yeah, our thoughts are with this family who obviously will have, now they're gonna have to, it's a challenge anytime these things happen. So thankfully though, everybody was able to exit the home. There was no injuries reported from like the actual fire inside the house. Everybody was able to evacuate in time. And again, thankfully, the fire was contained to just this one structure, and it did not spread to any other nearby structures. And this is on Luna Road and Cornell Circle in the city of Victorville. And I do apologize, guys. I'm not able to read any of your comments right now. The program that I'm on right now, it's not allowing me to view the comments. I have to figure out how to do that. But so if you're asking anything or telling me anything, I apologize. I cannot read it. Let's see if I can find out how to do that here.
You can reference line 38 for that info from restaurant. Okay.
I think this is it. Hang on. Yeah, all right. I can read your guys' comments now. So, how did the fire start? That's a great question. It's still under investigation. We don't know what started the fire. The fire department will determine that once they secure, make sure everything's put out and they can get the fire investigator in there to determine what happened. But again, there was another house fire last night. There's a fire, tonight. So it's a good time to take precaution when you have heaters running or anything like that, trying to keep warm. It's cold outside right now. So a lot of families are running heaters. I'm not saying that's what happened here. I'm just saying as a precaution, it's always just the best to play it safe. Check those cords. If anything is wrong with the cord, always make sure, don't even use it. So there's a lot of things that we can do to try to stay safe. And they're calling the fire out now. The fire captain, I believe, is just telling everybody good job with the fire. So everybody made it out safely, guys. There was no injuries as a result of the fire inside the home, but there is an ambulance that was called to respond after the fact, and you can see the ambulance is there now in the scene of everything. There is one person that was put into the back of the ambulance because they reported that they were having some chest pains, and that's likely a result of the smoke. That there was a lot of thick smoke in the area. It's kind of it's not as strong at this moment, but there was a lot of smoke, and so people breathing that in. And then obviously if this is your home, a lot of time those people are in hyperventilating, or they're in shock, and so it's just a combination of things, and understandably so. That person is being checked out right now by the paramedics for what was reported to be chest pains. But again, this is on Cornell Circle, across of Luna Road in Victorville. House fire that's been going on now for about 40 minutes. The fire department is now calling the fire out, so you can get a good idea. It was a pretty good fight for them to get this thing knocked down. Again, there was flames visible shooting through the roof of the second story. The fire department did go up there. They cut some holes on that roof to make sure that they can ventilate the structure, meaning they can get some of that heat out, and hopefully, they do that as a tactic to help fight this fire, and that seems to have worked, because the home is still standing. It's still there. You can still see the structure, but definitely a lot of damage to it. All right, guys, that's what's happening out here. Thank you so much for watching. And yeah, if this family is watching and you have a GoFundMe or anything that we can help you with, please reach out to us, email or Facebook, and we're happy to get that out there for you. So thank you all for watching. Stay safe out there. You can always read more local news at VVNG.com. My name is Hugo. Thank you, guys. Stay safe.